Abram and Sarai in Egypt. Abram and his wife Sarai journeyed to Egypt because there was a great famine in the land of Canaan. As they approached Egypt, Abram became worried. He knew that Sarai was a beautiful woman, and he feared that the Egyptians would kill him to take her for themselves. So, Abram turned to Sarai and said, "Please, tell them you are my sister, so that they will treat me well for your sake and spare my life." Sarai agreed, and when they arrived in Egypt, the Egyptians indeed noticed her beauty. Word quickly reached Pharaoh, and he sent men to bring Sarai into his palace. Because of Sarai, Pharaoh treated Abram well, giving him sheep, cattle, donkeys, servants, and camels. However, God was not pleased with this deception. He sent severe plagues upon Pharaoh and his household. Soon, Pharaoh realized that Sarai was actually Abram's wife. He summoned Abram and said, "Why did you not tell me she was your wife? Why did you say she was your sister, so that I took her as my wife? Now, here is your wife. Take her and go." Pharaoh ordered his men to send Abram and Sarai away along with all their possessions. Thus, they left Egypt and returned to Canaan, carrying the wealth they had gained. Despite Abram's fear and deception, God protected them and ensured their safe return. Abram's lie about Sarai being his sister is a complex moral issue. On one hand, he was acting out of fear for his life, which is a natural human instinct. However, his deception put Sarai at great risk and could have led to serious consequences. Instead of fully trusting in God's protection, Abram tried to manipulate the situation for his own safety. This story highlights a recurring theme in the Bible: God's faithfulness despite human failures. Even though Abram's actions were questionable, God intervened to protect Sarai and ensure that his promises to Abram were not compromised. It also serves as a lesson about trust. Had Abram relied on God rather than deceit, he might have avoided the trouble altogether. What do you think? Do you see it as a justified act of survival or a failure of faith?
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.